Hello and welcome to day 2 of our Abandonment to Empowerment workshop. I am so glad to be here with you again today. Thank you for arriving, for showing up for yourself, and for continuing to walk this path of healing, remembering, and reclaiming. This space continues to be a place where you get to slow down, soften, and return to your own rhythm. Today, we're exploring the essence of self-trust, not as something you must earn, but as something you already carry within you. Our work is simply to clear the path back to it. So let's begin with a few grounding breaths together. So go ahead and find a comfortable seated position. And if it feels safe, gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. And take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. And a long exhale through your mouth. And again, take a deep breath in and feel your belly rise. And exhale. And just let your shoulders melt a little bit. And one more breath in and out, and sigh if you need to. Allow yourself to land in your body. Allow yourself to land in this moment. As we move deeper into the theme of self-trust, I want to invite you into a gentle meditation to reconnect with a part of yourself that often gets overlooked in our busy day-to-day lives. This is the part of you that still feels, still hopes, still remembers. This is your inner child. So go ahead and settle into your body. And you can close your eyes again if they're not already closed. And just allow yourself to breathe slowly, naturally. Just focus on that breath in and out. In and out. And if thoughts pop into your mind, that's okay. Just acknowledge their presence without judgment and release them as you exhale. And then come back to your breathing. The breath in and out, in and out, and just allow your breath to be your anchor. And you can begin to focus on the top of your head. Allow all the muscles there to just soften. And bring your awareness down to your eyes, your cheeks. Unclench your jaw and move down into your shoulders and neck, relaxing, releasing, and just letting go. Bring your awareness down to your chest, your back, down into your stomach, your hips, your thighs, relaxing deeper and deeper, connecting to your breath, connecting to yourself. And your awareness begins to move further down into your calves and your feet, allowing you to just feel so connected to the earth beneath you. And the more connected you feel, the more you relax. The more you relax, the lighter your higher mind becomes. And on your next breath in, you begin to imagine yourself walking down a soft, wooded path. The light filtering through the trees is golden and warm. There's a calm stillness all around you, and each step you take feels grounding, steady, and peaceful. And as you continue along this path, you notice a small figure in the distance. And as you get closer, you realize this is a child. But this isn't just any child. This is you. Take a moment to really see them, to really see your inner child. How old are they? What are they doing? What expression is on their face? Are they playing or are they quiet? Are they waiting for someone? Go ahead and gently approach them and sit beside them if that feels right to you. Notice how they respond to your presence. You don't even need to say much. Sometimes the most powerful healing happens through quiet connection. But if it feels right to you, you may say something like, I see you. I hear you. I'm here now and I'm not going anywhere. And just let yourself be with them. Maybe they want to be held. Maybe they want to talk. And maybe they just want to be seen without words. What did this child need that they didn't receive? What were they hoping someone would say or do? Can you say that to them now? Can you be that for them now? Just allow yourself to feel whatever arises. This is sacred ground. And when you feel ready, gently begin to say goodbye to this little one with the promise that you'll return, that you're listening now, and that they are not alone. And then slowly bring yourself back to your breath, to the present moment, to the here and now. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. And you can go ahead and take just a moment now to jot down any feelings, any images or words that surfaced. You don't have to make sense of it right now. Just capture it. Capture what wants to be remembered. And let's shift now into today's teaching. When we talk about empowerment, it's easy to picture something loud, something bold, something defiant, something you show to the world. But real empowerment doesn't have to be noisy, and it's not always about what you say or even what you do. It's about how deeply you're anchored in your truth, even when no one else sees it. Empowerment isn't a performance. It's a presence. And it doesn't come from the ego. It comes from knowing who you are, what matters to you, and what you are no longer willing to abandon within yourself. It lives in the quiet moments when you choose to rest instead of push, when you say no without apology, when you stop explaining yourself. When you ask for what you need, not because you think you deserve it, but because you finally remember that you're allowed to want it. There are certain roots that hold this kind of inner power: the ability to name your boundaries without guilt, the courage to speak your truth even when your voice shakes, the commitment to validate yourself, especially when external approval isn't coming, and the wisdom to choose your next step from alignment, not from fear. These aren't traits that you have to earn. They are qualities that you have always carried. You're not here to become someone else. You're here to come back to yourself. So I want to give you just a moment to reflect privately on a question that speaks to the heart of self-trust. Where am I waiting to be chosen instead of choosing myself? So take just a few moments and sit with that question. Now let's move on to a practice that will help you connect with a version of yourself who already lives from self-trust, your empowered self. This is not some far-off fantasy or impossible ideal. This is part of you that already exists, even if she feels distant right now. So we're going to take some time to meet her, to feel how she carries herself, how she speaks, how she chooses, to remember what's possible when you stop shrinking and start showing up fully. So go ahead and get comfortable again. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Now bring to mind an image of yourself, not from the past, not from the present, but from the future. A version of you who has stepped fully into her worth, her truth, her power. She doesn't perform it, she lives it. Picture her as clearly as you can. What is she wearing? What energy does she carry when she enters a room? How does she move through the world? How does she walk? Take a moment to observe her from a distance. And now imagine walking towards her. She notices you and she smiles, not out of politeness, but with recognition, because she's been waiting for you. You ask if you can sit with her for a moment, and she nods. So you sit down together. Take a moment to just ask her what she knows that you've forgotten. What does she want you to remember? What has she stopped tolerating? What has she chosen instead? Take a moment to really listen, to really receive her wisdom, not from your mind, but from your body. She may offer you a word, a phrase, a gesture, or a feeling, let it land. You might ask her, how do you speak? How do you make decisions? What do you no longer apologize for? And spend just a few moments here. And know that you can return to her anytime. She is not separate from you. She is you. Beneath the doubt, beneath the fear. And when you feel ready, thank her and begin to return to your breath, to the present moment, to the here and now. And when you're ready, go ahead and respond to the following prompt. Let it be honest and let it be brave. If I believed I was worthy of being here, what would I stop tolerating? Take your time. Don't overthink it. This is just for you. And now, let's talk about something that's at the heart of healing our self-trust. Reparenting. Many of us grew up learning to abandon ourselves in order to belong. Maybe we were praised for being good, for being quiet, helpful, or easy. Maybe we were taught to override our feelings so we wouldn't upset anyone. Maybe we were told directly or indirectly that our needs were too much or not enough. Over time, we learned how to survive, but in the process, we disconnected from our own truth. Reparenting is the sacred, ongoing practice of returning to ourselves with the love, guidance, and care we may not have received when we needed it the most. It's not about blaming parents or rewriting the past. It's about recognizing that we now have the power to meet ourselves in the way we always deserved to be met. Reparenting is what allows us to say, I choose to listen to myself now. I choose to stay with myself even when it's hard. I choose to speak gently to the parts of me that are still learning to feel safe. We reparent not by doing it perfectly, but by showing up consistently, by making small choices each day that say, you matter, I'm here. And one way we can bring this into our lives is through something I call a self-trust ritual. This doesn't need to be elaborate. In fact, the simpler it is, the better. The key is consistency. This is a way of creating a small moment every day where you check in with yourself, not to fix or push, but to witness and affirm. This ritual could be as simple as placing a hand on your heart in the morning and saying, I've got you. It could be asking yourself, what do you need today? It might be looking in the mirror and meeting your own eyes without criticism. It could be drinking your tea or coffee slowly and reminding yourself that I am allowed to take up space. So I want to give you a few moments now to reflect. What might a self-trust ritual look like for you? What phrase, what gesture, or check-in would feel like an act of commitment to the parts of you that are still learning to trust? This is yours. There is no right way to do it, no wrong way to do it, only what feels natural to you. And then you can let this be one of the ways that you begin to reparent yourself. Not all at once, but one small moment at a time. So today we've explored self-trust through story, through insight, and through reflection. Now we're going to drop even deeper into the body, because trust doesn't live in the mind, it lives in the body. It shows up in how we hold ourselves, how we breathe, how we speak, how we move. When we reconnect to our voice and to our physical presence, we begin to reclaim what may have been silenced or suppressed so long ago. So there are two options in this practice. You can choose to work with voice activation or with gentle movement. Both are very powerful, both are valid. So go with what your body is asking for you today. If you choose the voice activation practice, you'll be working with a mantra, Cream. Cream is a Bij mantra, a seed sound associated with the energy of the goddess Kali. Kali is the fierce mother of liberation, the one who clears what no longer serves so that the truth can rise. And the sound Cream cuts through fear, clears the throat, and connects us to power. Not power over others, but the power of presence. So let's begin by gently touching our throat. Just bring your hand here, not to force anything, but to connect. And take a breath in through the mouth. And exhale, perhaps with a soft sigh. And now inhale again. And on your exhale, softly sound Cream. Cream. It doesn't have to be loud. Just feel the vibration in your mouth, in your throat, in your chest, and in your belly. Let's do that again. Cream. And again. Cream. And you can just continue at your own pace. You might make it louder or softer, longer or shorter. Just let your body guide you. You may feel called to stand and move while you chant, or to stay seated and still. And when you feel connected to the present moment, to the here and now, you can let the sound fade into silence and rest your hand somewhere on your body, on your heart, on your belly, whatever feels right to you. And simply notice the sensation that remains. Notice what's shifted. Notice what's awakened. And if you're feeling called to move instead of vocalize, I invite you into a gentle embodiment practice. Begin by standing if you're able, or sitting up straight, and place your feet firmly on the ground. Feel them, rooting in the earth, solid and supported. And slowly begin to sway, or stretch, or just move in any way that allows your body to say, I am here. I belong. I take up space. And you might imagine a circle of light around you, your energetic body. And you can begin to move your arms slowly, as if you're shaping that boundary within your body. What does it feel like to take up just a little more space? What does it feel like to move from the inside out? Not to perform, but to express. Just let your body speak. And if you notice any resistance, Let that be part of this practice too. Stay curious and gentle about that resistance. And just allow yourself to move freely. Allow yourself to take up space. And when you're ready, you can come back to stillness and place a hand on your body. And breathe deeply. Whether you've worked with sound or movement, trust that something has shifted. Ideally, you would do these practices for 3 to 5 minutes a day. But today you've made contact with your power. It's not something that you have to chase. It's already inside of you, waiting to be claimed. As we begin to close our time together today, I want to acknowledge the depth of what you've just moved through. Today wasn't just about information. It was about reclamation. You've touched parts of yourself that may have felt quiet for a very long time. You've opened the door to self-trust. Not the loud, performative kind, but the quiet kind, rooted in knowing that you belong to yourself. This is the beginning of something so much deeper. And if you are feeling pulled to continue this work beyond just today, I want to invite you into my 12-week program, From Abandonment to Empowerment. This is a guided journey for those of us who are ready to stop abandoning ourselves and start showing up in our full power. Over 12 weeks, we'll move through the real work: inner child healing, emotional safety, nervous system repair, boundaries, voice, shadow work, and embodied self-worth. The full program is just $600 as part of an introductory offer, and that's just $50 a week, so that's less than one private session with me a week. It's intimate, it's intentional, and it is designed to support lasting transformation, not surface level fixes. And if you're curious, but you're not quite sure yet, I've created a free workbook to support you right now that includes guided journaling and somatic prompts that you can begin using today. So if you'd like the workbook, just comment HEAL and I'll send it to you directly. Whether you choose to continue to work with me or not, I want to leave you today with this truth. You are not too much. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are becoming who you were always meant to be, one brave moment at a time. So thank you for being here, for showing up, and for choosing yourself. Take one final breath in and release. I know that this space will remain with you today. Much love.